Hi, my name is Joyce Stevens. I'm from Dayton, Maine. I'm submitting this testimony in support of LD 1020 in memory of my partner, Kelly Roberts, who passed away in September of last year. I am not an activist. I have always been reticent to discuss my sexual orientation. Having lived with Kelly's cancer and her eventual death, I have come to the conviction that we had the right to the legal recognition that marriage provides. Kelly and I met and made a life commitment to one another over 20 years ago. If we could have, we would have married. That is what our commitment meant to us. 6 years into our relationship, Kelly and I considered having a child. The research, soul-searching, and eventual pregnancy came to fruition 3.5 years later when Kelly gave birth to Abby, who is now 11 years old. We took as many legal steps as possible to connect us as a couple, and more importantly, to provide care in the best way possible for the child we would be raising together. These measures are taken for granted by married people. While our family was tolerated by the community, we were on constant guard, ready to deflect confrontation about something that felt so naturally right on the inside, but possibly looked so wrong to people on the outside. It wasn't until Kelly became ill that we became much more open about our family, really because we had to. Kelly was diagnosed with stage 3 rectal cancer in September of 2005 at the age of 42. We lived on a medical and emotional roller coaster. We learned 1.5 years later that the cancer was actually stage 4. We knew that we needed to do something about ensuring that I would have parental custody of Abby. In order for me to adopt Abby, Kelly would be forced to relinquish her parental rights. That was a very steep drop on the roller coaster. In the meantime, the state Supreme Court ruled that unmarried couples had the right to jointly adopt. We were so grateful to be able to use our original hearing date as a co-adoption hearing. In September of 2007, we both became the proud and legal parents of our daughter. While we were pleased, the process put an emotional and financial toll at us on a time when we needed to use our energy and resources to fight the cancer. The only piece that was missing for our family was marriage. During Kelly's last summer, we traveled to Washington State. From there, we drove to a county seat in Northern California, where we obtained a marriage license. We were married by the county clerk. Abby was the flower girl. While our wedding wasn't the one we had always imagined, Kelly and I were overwhelmed by the reality of being connected legally. The emotional commitment had always been there. We were legally married for 24 hours, the time we spent in California. 2 months later, almost to the day, I was holding Kelly's hand as she was struggling to stay alive at the Gosnell Hospice House. Her parents, 3 brothers, and I held her as she passed away. She had completed her life dreams. Our cemetery headstone is engraved with both of our names connected with life partners. I know what it felt like for those 24 hours in California to be married. Nothing can capture the love and commitment that Kelly and I shared but the word marriage. In memory of my love for Kelly and for our daughter, Abby, please pass LD 1020. Thank you.